Oh God. Oh, they're telling me to rotate the device. Oh man, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Aww. Oh man. Didn't I tell you? It's a constant adjustment. And I had everything perfect. Now they're telling me to change it. It takes a lot for me not to be resentful. That it has to be this damn difficult. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. It just sucks. That sucks. It takes a lot for me not to just curse the gods. It takes a lot for me not to. I don't know why they make it so damn difficult. I had this all set up. It's something, unfortunately, that I have to fucking live with. Oh, man. That sucks. It's psychologically exhausting, these constant adjustments. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Como me dice, aha. And that turned on by itself. It turned on by itself. I ain't turned it on. That's another infringement right. It's awful. I can't use the laptop because it doesn't work. They test me with everything. No mercy. No rest. You know, that's the best I can do. That is the best, the absolute, very best I can do. It looks crooked. It's forcing me to do it in another way. And, well, you know, let me, sorry guys. I'm so sorry. Fuck you. Guys, be prepared for this to turn off at any moment. Okay. Let me change the lighting. All right. That turned on by itself. I'm almost there, guys. Uh-huh. I tried to do it grand to be grand, but it doesn't let me do it. Saturn. And now I'm getting calls. It converges all at once. It's fierce. It's just test after test after test after test after test. And then you have to wonder, well, when are we over? When are we done with the damn tests? The damn testing. But anyway, let me not deflect. Yeah, that's their job. That's their job. I can't even be mad at them. I can't be mad at them. Because that's what they're supposed to be doing. But that bit was good, wasn't it? It was good. Boop, boop. Fuck you. Sorry about that. You know. I spoke to Zen, very good. I spoke to Janine, I got to talk to you. You didn't call me at 1 o'clock. You missed your appointment, Janine. So we got that. And we have Mr. Alexander Rojas scheduled. He didn't call me back for a time for his consultation. And we still have Beatrice, Kyra, Linda, Walter, Sade, Destiny. We're talking to you today, Destiny. Michaela, Ruby dear, I miss you too. Okay, and we'll have you. I'm gonna have you for tomorrow, Ruby. Let's see, Najiba. I haven't heard from you, Najiba, from South Africa. Leanne, Lisa Shear, Yolanda, Ariel, Vanessa, Anna, Nick, Francisca, and Kina and Shanti. All right. So between this evening and tomorrow and the rest of the week, we're calling you for your consultation. Someone is calling me. No calls while I'm on live stream. That's it 100 times, and 100 times it happens. But that's all part of the Saturnian process. I hope you could hear me, because when there's a call coming through, it lowers the sound. And I don't know why it does that. Hawaii does it. Yeah, I know, that's right. That be. Who's here today? And we're going to do, of course, part 4 of the Solar Plexus. I couldn't finish it last night because I had to deal with consultation with people. And, that always takes priority. All right. Let's see who's here really quick. Let me take this out. And let's see. And the phone does all touch the phone, does other things. Like you just did a zoom on me. I had no idea that this phone had a zoom. It does things on its own. And that's what happens when you're a shaman or a spiritual person, when you have these archons and beings around you. They sometimes act independently of what you tell them to do. And that can be, an issue, probably, because oh well. Let me see who's here. What did I forget? Oh, God. Forgot the magnifying. And I hide in a place where I can get it. But my archon, they like to play tricks. And they move things around so I can get angry, and then they feed off of that energy. Ectoplasm, that's how they feed. If they don't feed with candles, they'll feed off of your energy. That's why priests and shamans have to have an altar with candles. Because if you don't have that, then you become the light that they can feed off of. And that can be dangerous. So you have to have them. But some of them have been with me for so long that they stick to me and try to absorb my light. They give it back to me, but it's a disruption sometimes. And it's something that, I had to deal with my entire life. And it's just another situation that has to be managed. Hold on, let me get the magnifier. I go through hell just to do a video. I'll go through it. All kinds of blocks and blockages. Thank God for my Aries moon, because I don't give up. I am relentless. And understand, and this is a lesson for you guys. If something is worthwhile, the universe is going to make it hard for you. Now, the question is, why is the universe making things hard for you? Especially when you're doing something good that helps the collective. There is an answer for it. And the answer is that there's an opposite polarity of the good and the bad. And what did I say? It comes together. and it comes in equal proportion. So the more successful I become in anything, the counterpart of that success will be equally as great as the success itself. And this is the reason why people, did I lose my earring? Yeah, I lose my diamond earring all the time. And I get a lot of evil eye thrown at me. And when that happens, my jewelry breaks and snaps. That's why I have to wear constantly different fingers and different rings. Where's my Aries ring? I just realized my Aries ring is missing. Hold on. You don't know how many times that ring leaves my hand, leaves my finger. I can't tell you. Where are you? I can hear stones and crystals. I can hear the vibrations. So I found it. Yes. My Aries ring, the ruby. And it goes on the Aries finger. This is the Aries finger. This is Saturn finger. This is Jupiter. And this is Mercury. And this is Venus. When people read your palms, that's what they're looking at. And of course, the lifeline over here. If you have a long lifeline, you're going to live a long life. If it's a short one, you're going to have a short life. And it also tells you illnesses and all kinds of things. I could read palms too, but I was given the gift to read anything. I can drink coffee and burn the leftovers of the coffee and the cup, and I can read everything about you. If you drink coffee and you give me the cup, instead of washing it, I burn it. And then I can look at it and I can read everything about you. Yeah. You could write something, and by the style of how you write, I can tell things about you. Everything is connected to soul and spirit. And the physical body is the end result that manifests it. And those of us who have the gift to see can see everything. You could be sitting there and leave, and I can come in and I can tell that you were here because your energy is still on the chair. It's called psychometry. So all that stuff, but it's a price to pay to have these gifts. There's always an opposite polarity. Even the chakras that I'm discussing possess a polarity. Okay, let's say hello to some of you who's here before I begin. Patty Espinal, how you doing? Sophia Turner, welcome back. MJ, how are you? Good morning to you. Well, MJ, every day is a good one. Portia's heart. It depends just on what you're looking for. Jenna Nicole. Jenna, how are you? Jenna, I gotta talk to you. How are you, Jenna Nicole? That's their job, right? It's their job. Hi, Jackie, Stacy. How are you? Oops. SD, hey, LXXOXXO. How are you, my darling? SD, thank you. I'm trying, I'm trying to, stay relevant and look good. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Who's that? Sandeep Vishwakarma. All moon in Capricorn, yes, dear to my heart. That moon in Capricorn is a bitch, ain't it? Carbon star. Yes, Sophia, I'm going to do a prayer for you, for your protection, and read Psalm 23 today, and also read Psalm 91. Read Psalm 91 at 6 in the afternoon and at 9 o'clock. These 6 in the afternoon and 9 o'clock are very powerful planetary hours, and Psalm 91 works perfectly in those hours. And Psalm 23, and trust your uncle, and thank you, Carbon Star, for your support. You all have to support each other. It's a community. It's going to be all right. Trust me. It's going to be all right. Thank you. Well, it's the color of Leo. The sun. The altar. Yes. These are my lovely archons, the good ones, and then the demonic ones. Now, they protect my life and all of my interests, while they promote and advance the cause in which I was born here to do. That's how it works. And all of you have beings that protect you and surround you. They don't talk to you or manifest in front of you because this incarnation, you're not ready for that. You know, there has to be many incarnations to pass before you can reach that level. And so, but one day you will be like me, and you'll see them, you will hear them, and they are wonderful companions. And it's like having an ultimate credit card too. You never lack, you never want, you always have, you live a long life and always prosperous. So it's a wonderful gift. But the liability and the opposite polarity of that is loneliness or loneliness, eccentricity, and being exercised, ostracized from community and from the public. Because when you are different, you have to be isolated. And that's quite a price to pay. No? So one day, if this is what you're interested in, you know, it definitely may be a possibility in the next life if you prepare in this life. All right. What else? What else? Let's see. Before we begin, Mason, is that Mason? I gotta say hello to a couple more of you. Mundula Emperor, Gidra. Thank you, Gidra, for your love. Black Goddess, how are you? Amaris Shalina. Oh, you're welcome. Ryan Archer, how are you? Jamari. Touche, that's right. Elviria Valdez. How you doing, Elviria? Ryan Archer, yeah, makes so much. Well, yeah, hey, come on now. It does make sense. You're not going to be exposed to something that you're not psychologically prepared to experience. It could be dangerous. Zan L, how are you? Benita Sutton. Kylene April. Joshua Serat. Brianna Jackson. Joshua, are you related to Serat, the painter? His paintings are worth millions. Serat. Are you related to that? Brianna Jackson. Arika Benjamin. Hello. Shefali Meshram. And Moses Young. All right, thank you for joining in and tuning in. We are going to continue with the solar plexus, a very important chakra. It is a chakra that regulates all kinds of emotional flow and emotional temperaments, but it also serves as a protective barrier against another ego coming in and hurting the person. We left off in interpersonal relationships yesterday. And I had mentioned, just to give you a little quick review, how are you, SD from Los Angeles? Thank you for coming. Los Angeles. If you're going to be involved in a relationship, and I'm going to talk in detail more about it in the sacral chakra, you have to be everything you want in that partner. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach and to heal. And I was born in the 60s, the decade of the mystics and the healers. Those who were born in the 60s are those who are healers. We're here to heal the nation and the planet. Right? So I'm the last of that generation of born in the 60s. You know? So after that, there's no more. That's why I founded the school, to raise more astrologers, because that only happened once per century, and it happens in the 60s. You want to meet them now, Jenna? Be careful. They look terrifying. They're terrifying to look at. They're not humans. They're terrifying to look at. I asked one of them, can I see you? I've been with you my entire life, since I woke up to life, which I told you happened at 4 years old. It's at 4 years old. I remember at 4 years old, my ego woke up. and I began to separate myself from mother, father, my nanny. I began to develop the identity. The Leo energy was working really quick, you know. So I always, and when the minute I woke up, guess who was next to me? Malongo, the reptilian, right there, sitting right next to me. How are you? You woke up. How are you? And I'm like, who are you? I felt like Adam and Eve. And I woke up and I realized I was naked. There's some deep mystery about that. I know what that's about. We're going to talk about that in due time in Patreon. And this almost got me into a lot of trouble when I decoded Adam and Eve story, because the whole Adam and Eve story in the Bible is total bullshit. I will tell you what it really represents. And that was a shocker to me. I was like, oh, ooh, fierce. And what the church did to change it and flip it around. Oh my God. Fierce and terrifying knowledge and information. I don't know if I should or not disseminate that yet. Oh, but it was far more than that, Marina, than spiritual being. The whole process of Adam and Eve is an entire lie. But I will tell you the real Adam and Eve story. And I gave you some of it, but I tell you, it's fierce. You're telling me something, Claire? Fernando, I have a question. If one's chart is extremely dominant, it's extremely dominant with one element, should they focus on manifesting other elements for balance, or lean into the dominant one? You have to lean into the dominant one. You're not here to homogenize and equalize all of the elements. For example, I was born with the predominance of fire. There are 10 planets in astrology. 6 of the 10 planets are in fire signs. Even though I'm an earth sign, I resonate with a lot of fire. Even the way I dress are fiery clothing, red, orange, yellow, fire. And because of this fire emphasis in my chart is why I come across so excitable and exciting and gregarious and flamboyant and If I wasn't like that, you would not tune in. So I was designed to have the fire to inspire and ignite interest so you can come in, to draw you in. So sometimes when the birth chart, when you have a dominant element, it serves a specific purpose. For me, the fire emphasis focuses on inspiration, excitement, liveliness, and fun to bring you in. Otherwise, it will not work. So you have to lean into the dominant, because you're here to do something special with that element being overpronounced from the others. That was done by the gods for you to do something specific with it. Can you speak on the upcoming transiting sun? No, I cannot, because I have an agenda to speak about the chakras, and it's going to take away from that. So what I will do, I used to do Sunday talks with Fernando, but I've been going through so much stuff that I haven't been able to keep that up. So once I get the surgery done, hopefully in January, we can begin the original schedule, Cocktails with Fernando, but it won't be the hard liquor like before. And I'll have Sunday talks with Fernando where we can talk and I can answer your question, because I missed that. But I've been going through so much, it's been tough, rough, and I have to have my armor and my sword of Aries and just fight every day with all kinds of things happening. Yes, read Psalm 23, not 24, 23 and 91. At 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, not 5 o'clock. That's right. This time, no. There's still a lot. I can't talk about crystals and herbs. It'll be in part 5, because there's still a lot to cover. There's a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot. And then here, I have another flap to cover, and that's another topic of the same thing. So the crystals is a separate category that I will talk about when I finish giving you the principal 101s of the chakras. But it's not wise to introduce it here now. No. It's a lot. I have to teach you a classification of crystals and stones according to the chakras. Psalm 91 is a very powerful psalm. Let me tell you, Psalm 91 is for witchcraft. If someone is throwing you witchcraft of any kind, including evil eye, thank you, Masoba Kamada, for your donation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I will give you the classifications of the stones and crystals and herbs. If you're going to donate, I prefer you donate at Zelle, 347-485-6258, because I get it directly. Not from chat, because they take 1/3 and then they give it to you in a month and a half. Okay, so I'd rather that. That way I can continue to supplement. And again, with the monies, I create a set. I put a nice set for you. Unfortunately, I got to do the phone because my tablets have been attacked by the demon that actually destroyed all of my systems, and I had to ship the laptop and the tablet and get it fixed. Oh, it's fierce. It's fierce. The things have been happening to me that I don't think you will believe. And some of you don't even believe what I'm going through, because I get it, I see it on the comments, and I have to read a couple of you straight. No, this is real shit. There's no motivation to lie or to make anything up like that. No, that's not. And everything is verifiable. You guys, in fact, when I go back to the surgeon, I'm going to post the information and phone number so you guys can call and check up on me. This is real stuff. There's no fake or phony stuff going on here. No game going on here. No need for it. Yes, that praise, very good. Wendy John, your Louisville. Wendy, how are you, Wendy Johns? I've known Wendy, my Scorpio friend. I've known Wendy Johns for so long. One day I'm going to come and see you in Kentucky. Yes, but yes, so you guys have seen what I'm going through. So I'm going to try to talk about some of the crystals today, because you want to, but not the entire classification, because that's another video, because I still got to finish the what I'm giving you here. And like I said, talking about within the context of human relationships. And thank you so much. Thank you, Mary Clarence. Thank you. Your prayers and I receive them. I receive it. I receive your prayers, and I can feel it. Okay. I mentioned that to live well. That's what I left off. To live well, to live financially well, and be financially solvent, even being wealthy, it's very important. It's very important that you know who you are, that you are confident. You got to be confident. You got to be confident. You got to love yourself. That's what you hear. I heard her vibration. They want to be closer. People don't realize that plants and trees and flowers are living beings that actually can speak to you. I've only known two people that can hear plants besides myself. So yes, you have to be confident. You have to like yourself. And then you have to love yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? You might like yourself and not love yourself. You might love yourself but not like yourself. Or you might get ill reception from people who don't like you for no reason. And you have those that love you and those that hate you. So you have to be very, very confident. You know, when I step out of my house, it is like stepping into hostile territory. Hostile territory. And I can hear people talking bad about me, saying all kinds of things about me. They look at you and then they turn around to make sure that they, watch them look at you. You know, I feel like they put a microscope on me and they're watching me, my every move and everything. You know, And you can see the hatred and the envy and the jealousy and everything thrown at you. And I can tell what type of jealousy it is. And I can tell you things like, oh, look at him. He walking like he fucking somebody. Fuck him. Oh, look at that. Oh, he got this new Versace, like a $2,000 Versace. And he don't work. We don't see him do nothing. He just comes out and looks great. He drinking liquor in the street like nothing. Like he's the boss and owns everything. The cops don't say nothing to him. He knows the cops. No, and they hate you. And you can feel the hate. And what do I do? Fuck you. You wish you were me. You know, in my head, you know. And you have to be able to be strong enough to handle powerful enemies and adversities to you. Because what they are hating is the fact that you love and like you. And it's a reflection of their own self-hatred. So when people hate you for no reason and throw hate, understand that you are reflecting their own self-hatred. Because they don't have what it takes to be like me. And we all have the spark of God to be whatever we want. If you think you don't and you can't, that's on you, not on anybody else. And that's the psychological motivation behind jealousy and envy. And jealousy is different from envy. Jealousy is because the person feels that they have something that belongs to you, that should belong to you. That's jealousy. Envy is different. Envy is, I hate your life. I hate your partner because he's so gorgeous and good looking, and I don't have that. I hate the fact that you have money. I hate the fact that he can drive a Range Rover and pay thousands of dollars in insurance and still have money to splurge and be free. I should have that. Because when you envy something, you had what that person had and you lost it. So now you're envious because you don't have it and you want the other person to lose it just like you lost yours. That's envy. Jealousy. You never had it, but you want it. And it's in front of you through somebody else. And you hate the fact that they have it and you don't. With envy, you had it, you lost it, and you see someone that had what you had, and you envy them for having it because you don't have it anymore. Envy and jealousy are both evil. You can't see me? You can't see me? I could see myself. You can't see me? I could see me. Is that another block? Is that another obstacle? Where's the chat? You can't see me? Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's another block. You can't see me? Why? You can? Oh, okay, because I was about another blockage. What y'all done? To what? I can see, you can? Okay, great. Okay, great. Because you never know. I got to be careful, I got to be ready to jump. What time is it? Okay, great, wonderful. I have the class to run at 3 o'clock. It's 2:10. I got to do the class called the astrology school. And then, okay, guys, don't fall now. Come on. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, yeah, so let me get to it. Saturn and Gemini, it's a lot. We will have to discuss that before, later. Oh dear, let me read this. My mom tried to kill her when she was pregnant. Oh dear. Well, I'm glad that she's out of danger and she's out of that depression. The postpartum depression is something that is a very serious thing with women who are pregnant, and it comes and goes. Do prayer, do Psalm, read Psalm 144, Psalm 144, and Psalm number 5. They address suicide, and it will stop it. Okay? Alrighty. Now, if you are going to be with another person in an intimate relationship, like I mentioned, you gotta be confident, secure, strong, and stable, and know who you are. Okay? You have to. You have to be self-realized and self-actualized. You have no business being involved with anybody if you don't know you and if you don't got your shit together. It's a disaster. Because then, why do you deserve someone the way you want them, but you're not that person for that other guy or woman? I hear all the time women say, oh, but I want him to be like this, and I want him to be like that, and I want this, and I want him to be like this, and like that. Okay, that's all well and good. It's good. But what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? And are you going to present the expectations that he's expecting of you or her? Just like you have the expectation of what you want from him or her, do you have the expectations, requirement that he or she requires of you? Because if you don't have that, then what the fuck are you doing recommending and demanding that the person be this, and that when you don't got shit to offer or even equal it with what you want? See, people don't talk about that in therapy and in counseling. When I got with Emery or a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, I always got my money on point, I got my resources, everything, and boom. And the other person does too. I always attract a replica of me. There'll be other issues and other problems that come up that you don't get to see or experience initially. Relationships have different phases. The solar plexus is the chakra that regulates the phases as the relationship unfolds. You can see this more clearly in women than in men. Because in a relationship, women are the ones that set the parameters, the boundaries, and set the tone and tempo of the relationship. Not the man, the woman does. So in the woman, we can clearly see how the solar plexus regulates and manages the relationship in its course. The man is a floater and follows. So the boss, who is the boss? Who's the boss? The boss is the woman. And many men, and the fault of the men is equally complex, but at the same time, very simple. Men follow the dictates of culture and society and government, but more so government, while women follow culture and customs and social norms. And they set the parameters of how relationships should run. Since they are the ones that give birth to men, because men don't give birth to men or women, women give birth to men, it is women that have been entrusted to toe the line and elevate mankind to the race, social norms, and culture, which is why we have culture. If you talk to an anthropologist, this is what he will give as a response. It is the woman who has been entrusted with the carrying of culture and the expression of human life, while the man is here to secure it and protect it. So, and these are very definitive roles, but yes, I know. It should be there, the parent series. It should be on I know, it should be there. It should be there. And I'm going to redo the original ones and bring them back. And let's see what the management has to say about bringing some of these videos. And of course, you can buy the videos on VIMEO. They're $10. And it's very good. You like them. You love them. And I'm going to do some more videos on the occult. And I have more videos on the occult on the people's astrology that you can purchase. $100 a piece, or two, 175, and I give you lots of content, more than 2 videos, And it's in the New School of Alexandria. You can go on that website, People's Astrology, and look at the different courses that I have to offer for the occult. And you don't have to be an astrologer or be involved in the school to get those courses. Just email me, fernandoprudhomme@gmail.com, and let me know what you want and the payment to a Zelly, and we download the videos for you. Go into the site and take a look at them. Well, like I said, living well is an absolute must to feel empowered. If the solar plexus is blocked, though, now then we have a whole set of conditions going on. If the solar plexus is blocked, frustration will set in and one will feel like a victim of circumstances, unable to control events as they occur. Feelings become repressed, confidence is zapped, and dignity is compromised. Then it gravitates. You get tired a lot, you have poor stamina, low energy, and your desires, whatever they are, become thwarted. As you try to move forward, the more forward you try to move, the more you get slapped and hit and fall back. You feel that like something is blocking you, something's not letting you move forward. Without a functioning solar plexus, life becomes a great effort, exhausting you at every turn, as well as constantly running into resistance, blockages, obstacles, opposition, adversity. It is fucked up. Judaism is correct. Judaism is correct. The Jews have it right. Not the Arabs, not the Christians, or the Muslims, I meant. They don't have it right. The Jews, the Jewish faith, they have it right. They have it right. I'm sorry. I know there are people that may not like the Jews, and that's it's horrible to hate any race of people, because God moves among the races. But let me tell you, the Jews have it right, and that's why they're so hated and persecuted. They have it right. They're doing some atrocities in the Gaza Strip and in that part of the world, and I don't agree with what Israel is doing in their policies. But this aspect of Judaism, the dictate, the doctrines, the norms that are found in the Talmud and the Zola and the Torah, those are true principles. And even though the Quran predates the Torah, predates it, and it's the only Bible that has not been reprinted and changed, the Quran. But the Quran has it wrong in the treatment of women. The Jews, though, have it right. So you know. Number 8, again, dealing with a black solar plexus. The drive, your motivation, your enthusiasm is affected when you have a blocked solar plexus. You become wimpyish, cowardly. You don't want to deal with difficult situations or experiences. You avoid them. You run away. And when you do that, of course, it becomes much worse. We're not allowed to run away from experiences. They run right behind us. Or they go around the corner and meet us right as we run out. We meet right, boom, your destiny. So there's no escaping that. Oh, my coffee. Drinking coffee in the middle of the afternoon. But instead of liquor, I'm drinking water, tea, and coffee. Who knew this was going to happen? Oh, God, look, the situation with my health, my weight, and my teeth and all that, and almost dying from, oh, God, no. They like, okay, that's enough. So yeah, these are things that happen. Confrontation, forget it. It'll be almost impossible to be confrontational, because with a blocked solar plexus, you can't confront anybody. You're too afraid, too shy, too sheepish. The ego becomes cowardly. Like the cowardly lion of the Wizard of Oz. Because remember, the solar plexus belongs to the sign of Leo, the fifth house, and the solar sun. Now, and when that's blocked, it's almost like you have no soul. Yeah. There is a lack in confidence, which can bring about old fears and old traumas from the past. And then you become a recluse and try to hide. Yeah. Cutting off from one's emotion. When you cut off your emotions, it's the same thing as blocking. Avoiding emotional conversations is also a blocking process. When you don't want to talk about something emotional, you're blocking yourself. That's a form of blocking. We call it blocking process. If you deny your emotions and your feelings and you don't want to talk about it or even admit them to yourself, then you are yourself blocking the solar plexus, not letting it out. And like we learned in school, energy cannot be created or destroyed. So if you suppress that, guess what? It's going to come back to you as lupus, cancer, or some other kind of syndrome or disorder of the body. Constipation, diarrhea, verticulitis, and all the other stuff I mentioned in part 1 and part 2. Very, very serious blockages that can cause some very serious health problems. Diabetes is a result of a blocked solar plexus. Diabetes type 1, which I mentioned in part 1 of the solar plexus series. The pancreas is right there in the middle of the solar plexus. The spleen. The large intestine traverses the solar plexus. You have the jejunum, the duodenum, and the ileum. The jejunum is the part of the intestine that absorbs the nutrients, along with the duodenum, which is the second part of the large intestine, which processes and assimilates into the body what has been digested in the jejunum. And then in the ileum, which leads to the rectum, is where the fecal comes out, where it's collecting, coming. Very fascinating process of digestion. And remember, you have the large intestines, the long and short intestine, 33 feet long! 33 feet long, all coiled up. All that is the solar plexus. Any damage or blockages to this solar plexus is going to cause all kinds of health anomalies, symptoms, conditions. So sometimes just healing the aura or healing that solar plexus allows all these diseases to regulate themselves and heal themselves. Many doctors do know that. They know that the body has the power to heal itself. And many ancient wisdom practices of Qi and I Chi and Reiki and all have known this for many thousands of years. The childhood trauma that can block the solar plexus is to be hit, to get beaten, to be ignored, not to be taken seriously, or to be invisible to your parents or friends. All of that is damaging to the solar plexus because the solar plexus is the seat of identity, the ego. So if you're being mistreated or ignored or abused, it's going to affect your self-image and the identity of who you are. You're going to grow up feeling insecure, feeling with low self-esteem, feeling broken, and feeling like you don't value and you don't matter. Because in childhood, you were treated that way. And then that becomes a hallmark as an adult. So the damaged solar plexus continues to remain blocked and damaged, causing strain on the other chakra systems. No, don't say that you're cursed or something. Say, Tan, don't say that. No, words have power. Don't say that. You can feel that way, but don't speak it. Find a way to resolve it without speaking that. No. Otherwise, you're giving the evil archons that kind of power. The devil is a liar. But he's doing his job. You can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at him. He's doing his job. He's doing what he's supposed to do. So it's up to you to say, no, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to do this my way. I'm God. I got the spirit of God in me. Fuck you. You put the devil in his place. He's not more powerful than you. It says in the Bible that God made us higher than the angels. That's why they're jealous and angry at humans, because God made us higher than the angels. It's in the Bible. So you affirm who you are. Develop that strong solar plexus, the seat of the ego and identity of self. If you are not convicted in who you are, who else is going to? Yes, physical. Yes, I mentioned in part 1, comfort food, obesity, despair, and all kinds of things that can hurt the solar plexus. Now we're going to move into topic 3, spirit. People don't really talk much about. They don't. A lot of people are scared to do that. Even the practitioners themselves are scared to talk about this aspect of our spirituality. Because a lot of people are scared of spirituality. They don't understand it. They can't measure it. They cannot quantify it. There are different, the planets that correspond to the different chakras. The solar plexus is the sun. It's in the word, solar. The sacral chakra belongs to Pluto, Scorpio, and the 8th house. For women, not men, women. If we're dealing with men, then we go to the root chakra, where the penis is. And that becomes Scorpio, Pluto, and the 8th house. When you refer to a woman's genitalia, you don't go to the root chakra. You go to the sacral. That governs a woman's genitalia. For a man, it is not the sacral, it's the root chakra. So there's a distinct difference with the sexes. But both are governed by Pluto, Mars, Aries, Scorpio, the 1st house, and the 8th house. The throat chakra is associated with Venus and Taurus and the 2nd house. The 3rd eye chakra is associated with Neptune, Pisces, and the 12th house. And the crown chakra is Uranus, Aquarius, and the 11th house. There you go. Oh, and the heart chakra also belongs to Leo, the sun, and the 5th house. The heart rules Leo, but the solar plexus also rules Leo. And of course, Venus is also associated with the heart as far as agape love, which corresponds to Libra, whereas the philia love corresponds to Taurus in the heart chakra. So we can do an entire birth chart analysis just on the chakras. The purple color corresponds to Uranus and Jupiter. So many people, Jupiter and Uranus are used interchangeably. Because both Jupiter and Uranus have purple. It's royal and it's higher active. Okay? Jupiter, Sagittarius, and the 9th house. And the colors are, for the root chakra is red. For the sacral chakra, it's orange. For the solar plexus, it's yellow. The heart chakra is pink, and some use green. But traditionally it has always been pink. The throat chakra is green, and some call it blue or indigo. I've never seen it like that. In the Eastern philosophies and traditions, the throat chakra has always been green, which correlates to Taurus and Venus. Earth is green, Taurus. And then, of course, the other two. All right. Let's talk now about spirituality and the solar plexus. Your gut feelings reside in the solar plexus. Now, this is something that I think I mentioned it briefly. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I may have run out of time. And here we're going to talk about, I mentioned that we have archons, right? And we have beings and entities that talk to us. We think that it's our own thoughts. We have our own thoughts, but we also have the thoughts of these archons and other beings that talk to us. And we don't, and like I said in my videos prior, this is something that not many people want to talk about, scared, or many people don't know. But that inner hunch, that gut feeling, that's your holy guardian angel talking to you. Right, your thoughts are not your thoughts. You have your own thoughts, but you also have other invading thoughts that come from somewhere else. The problem is that as humans, we've been conditioned to believe that the thoughts are all our own thoughts, and they're not. That's another fucked up thing of the church that did. Now, that's not true at all. We have beings that talk to us from other dimensions and other planetary systems. We just don't know it because we have been taught and brainwashed not to believe this. The church. Thank you very much. So in the Aquarian age, we're undoing all that shit that the church did and bringing the truth out. Your thoughts are not your own. But I can't tell you which thoughts are yours and which ones are not. That's something that you have to figure out. And unfortunately, the church has destroyed all doctrines and removed all doctrines from the Bible that will help you develop this. Yeah. But the voices that you hear, I can tell when the voices are not mine, when the thoughts are not mine. I can tell when they belong to my archons or other archons and demonic forces that want to do all kinds of things and say all kinds of things. Yes, that's why you have conflicting thoughts, because there are different beings talking to you. Remember in the cartoon, you know in the cartoon they have the devil sitting here and the angel sitting here, and they're both fighting to see who's going to influence your ego? That's real. It's a cartoon, but that's real. I'm getting chills. It's fear. They put the shit in your face. We do have other beings that talk to us. And how do they do it? What channel do they use to talk to us? The solar plexus. It is in the solar plexus that we hear our holy guardian angel. Now, other beings and archons do not go through the solar plexus to talk to us. Only our guardian angel. It's called, the church calls it the holy guardian angel. Whereas psychiatry and conventional medicine calls it another name. When people go into hypnosis or there have been doctors and psychologists and psychiatrists who have written books and have documented. Brian Weiss is another one. I mentioned that before, Professor Brian Weiss. Many Lives, I forgot the title, but you all know that. Read that damn book, because it explains shit. And you're like, oh, damn. They come across the holy guardian angel. But there was a case where a woman was being regressed, and the holy guardian angel came up and said, stop the regression. We don't want the personality to know this. Stop it now. Fierce. But psychiatry and medicine does not call it the holy guardian angel. They call it the basic personality. When you're being regressed, the personality of Fernando is asleep. And then another personality emerges, which is the one that protects Fernando, the personality that you see on the outside. And this is the soul that was born with me to protect me in this earth life. All of you have that. And that communicates to the solar plexus. But again, medicine clashes with the church. They don't call it that. They call it the basic personality. Talk to a doctor or a psychiatrist and ask them, what is the basic personality when it comes to regression? Fernando told me that there are some people who are being regressed and they are stopped mid-course because the basic personality emerges. And you watch their eyes go, like, who the fuck? How do you know that? Watch. Test it. So the solar plexus is the guardian door. It's the gatekeeping door. Yes, that you had a dream about spaceships and that you got into the spaceship. It says in the Bible, people are going to have dreams and visions. I can't tell you how many people call me and tell me that they have dreams of ships coming. Well, that ain't dream, that's coming. It's real. You're seeing it because it's coming. And it's in the Bible. It says you're going to have dreams, visions. And it's already happening. So it is, and I can feel it's coming. It's on its way. They're down the way. Mm-hmm. And it's going to happen when you least expect it, like a thief in the night, just like the Bible says. It is. It's scary. It is scary. It is scary. It is. I'm not going to lie. It is scary. It's scary. We never experienced that before. And if it doesn't kill you from a heart attack or shock, I think those that die first might be lucky ones. Even though it's not to destroy the planet or destroy, it's to destroy the elite and replace them with their own government. And that happened before. This is not new. But it's new for us in this epoch that we're living in, which is the Aryan epoch. All right. Now, let me make it clear that the Holy Guardian Angel communicates to us through the solar plexus. The gut feeling, when you're walking down the street and you get this, that you get chills, you get this hive, and something in your stomach just bubbles, and says you don't go there. Don't go that corner. Go this way. Go that way. That's your guardian angel from the solar plexus talking to you, protecting you. Because the killer is around the corner, or the rapist is around the corner. So I want you to understand the mechanisms of being human and what's going on. Yeah, it is a sign. And you're not the only one that's seeing these dreams and visions. Other people are too. They're scared to talk. They're scared to talk about it. That's why all these movies are coming out about extraterrestrials. The government is preparing us for the invasion, but they want us to believe that they're the enemy. They're coming to liberate us, not to hurt us. It's the elite that's going to hurt and be destroyed. And all this is written. None of this is new information or new experiences. All has happened under the sun before. Okay? Yeah, American Horror Story. And I know some of the writers and producers of that show. And they are all members. Okay? Okay. What time is it? Oh, shit. I ran out of time. I did 104. The contract is only for over an hour and 10 minutes. We're going to have to do a part 5. It's a lot of material. It's a lot of material. It's a lot of material. That's why it took me a while to put this together. Guys, your donations will be appreciated. Thank you so much. Guys, I have to run out the class from 3 to 4:30 and then see some of you. And then I'll return in the evening to complete the solar plexus and then hopefully go into the sacral chakra. Again, please donate. It is 347-485-6258 on the Zelly. And it's part 5. Thank you. It's part 5. All right, guys. Thank you. I love you.